It's day one without water in Joburg, and I already feel like I've been thrown into this apocalyptic survival reality universe. What is this, the Thirst Games? Like, is there a camera crew somewhere I can spot? Like, are they filming my suffering so some Elon Musk wannabe can make a documentary called Life Without Luxury in Africa or something? I need answers. Okay, just like I always do. Joburg water, where are they hiding the H2O? Did it evaporate? Did a bunch of aliens who were investigating us with their drones a few nights ago with Dyson vacuum ships come here and suck the Val Dam dry or something? I don't know. But seriously, I just want to break this down for you. Humans are 60% water, aren't they? Which means after day one of water, I'm officially a raisin. A manly raisin, sure. But still a raisin nonetheless. I'm not just dehydrated, I'm evaporating. The alpha male that I am is out here turning into sandpaper, and Joburg water is out here playing a game of how long can they survive. I don't even know why I'm talking this much or even filming today because I know how much energy I'm draining just by filming this. By the way, I'm not going to edit anything. I'm going to upload this just the way it is. I don't have the energy for that. Okay, because Joburg Water decided, you know what would be a great idea? Let's shut off the water supply for almost 10 days in one of the largest cities in Africa. You think this is a mistake? You think this is a technical issue? Let me tell you something. This is a calculated psychological experiment. And they want to see how long it takes before we all lose our minds. They did it with load shedding, like I said yesterday. Now they're doing it with water. Some of us might do it in the first 24 hours because now they're treating us like water is one of those luxuries where if you lose it, it's like a bad habit or a bad ex. It isn't sugar. It isn't caffeine. This is water. It's the thing that makes up 70% of your body. It's something that a plant needs. You know, it's what makes the toilets flush. Society doesn't work without water. It's going to collapse slowly. But without water, it's going to collapse immediately. Pardon my grease. How can I say? I always say things like I need coffee before I edit a video. Right? Except now, instead of pouring myself a glass from the tap, I'm out here rationing water bottles like I'm on an episode of Survivor. So this morning, I woke up and the first thing I do every day is drink water like the champ that I am. I don't do those weak first sip of the day nonsensical claims, right? I down it like it's fuel. Because it is. Water is life, people. Water is life. And then I turn on the tap and then nothing comes out. Not even a sad little drip. It's just the sound of betrayal. And you know what that feels like? It's like when you're at the club and then you're about to approach the hottest woman you see there. But then before you can say a word, some dude in a rented suit slides in with fake confidence, the fakest you've seen. Drops one pickup line and then boom, she's gone. That's what my tap did to me today. It gave me hope and then said, nah, not today, bro. And I felt personally attacked. Like, how am I supposed to maintain my hydrated alpha energy when I can't even splash water on my face? Now I know how big he felt when he thought someone was gonna shoot him. I can't stand looking in the mirror looking like a dusty version of myself. My skin is so dry now. It's starting to look like a cracked sidewalk in December. Now, I want to talk about the toilet situation. Have you ever tried flushing without water? It's not just impossible, it's downright embarrassing. And I'm standing here like, well, this is it. This is how civilization collapses. Forget nuclear wars, forget AI taking over, forget alien invasions. No water equals game over. You know how they say we're only 3 meals away from chaos? That is the wrongest thing you could ever hear. We are one unflushed toilet away from total anarchy. Showers, my friends, are now a distant memory. You think you're going to wake up, feel fresh, and start your day? I want to slap you into reality because you must be doing some quick calculations. Do I wash my face today or do I save this bottle of water to make coffee? You need to be doing this. By day 3, deodorant sales are going to hit an all-time high because no one is bathing. People will be walking around smelling like gym socks, trying to act like everything is fine. And don't even get me started on the hair. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I got a haircut just now. You're right. Unless you've got natural hair, you need to have peace with the fact that it's staying for one style for the next week. And for those of you with skincare routines, gone, done, finished, finito, done with that. We're not talking about that. We're not going to talk about no more double cleansing, no more serums, no more moisturizing. Now you're just going to be grateful you can splash your face with a damp cloth. Okay, sorry ladies. Day 1 without water and already the cracks are showing. You think it's going to be manageable. You wake up, you splash your face, you brush your teeth, you take a shower. Oh wait, you can't. Instead, you're staring at the dry tap like it's your cheating ex. Like, how could you do this to me? I trusted you. Then you open the tap over and over again, hoping maybe some water will magically appear, maybe the water will come back, but no. It's even drier than the Sahara Desert out here. I'm not even joking, it's hot. And the worst part, you don't realize how many things need water until you don't have it. Brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, forget that, flushing the toilet. Let me tell you, by day 3, we are going to need a whole new category of biohazard warnings in the city if this goes on any longer. I've been trying to ration. I was having the if it's yellow, let it mellow rule. But let me tell you something. They don't warn you about the psychological toll it has on people. Every time I walk into the bathroom, I feel like I'm stepping into a biohazard zone. It's like, did I enter Chernobyl or something? I'm out here holding my breath longer than Michael Phelps, which is crazy. And in the showers, forget it. I'm sitting here debating if I should just embrace the caveman life. I'm a descendant of Adam. We all are. Let's just embrace it. And I've got deodorant, sure, I smell like a cross between expired energy drinks and gym socks. But who's gonna judge? Because no one else has water either. This is an equal opportunity disaster. Now, I want to tell you something quickly that's funny. You think Joburg water cuts everyone off equally? That is the biggest lie ever. Because why are you in South Africa and the suburbs might get a tanker truck sent over if the Karen complains loud enough? But the rest of us, nah, we are left to fend for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. In the rich neighborhoods, you've got people ordering bottled water by the crate. Meanwhile, in the townships, luckily where I'm not, there's one guy selling buckets of water on the side of the road like it's gold. And you know what? He's making a killing, a living. Hell of a living. Capitalism at its finest right there. You ever seen a water tanker arrive in the hood? People run it like it's Black Friday at Checkers. Grown men are sprinting with buckets. Moms are pushing kids out of the way. Like how Brainstorming pushed Rey Mysterio out of the way back in the day and used to say survival of the fittest. No, Great Kali. Not Brainstorming. Brainstorming is new. Great Kali. So you try boiling rice without water. Try that, I dare you. And then you're going to stare at your empty pot like you're trying to invent a new form of dry cooking. And you know what I ended up eating? Dry wheat bix. Yep. I just chomped on those things like I'm a horse. What else could I do? I poured cold milk and then that was it. Then my jaw was sore from chewing all of that. I know it's torture, but don't even get me started on the coffee because I need my coffee in the morning. But how do you make a coffee with no water? I even tried licking the coffee grounds straight out of the jar. Do you know what that tastes like? Regret. It tastes like regret. Now, Joburg Water is out here dropping excuses like it's a mixtape. It's a technical problem and the reservoirs are low, Yeah, but what else is low? My patience. I don't need your excuses. I paid. I need you to fix it. They're out here like, we're working on it. Working on what? Digging for water with teaspoons or something? It's like they handed a bunch of toddlers shovels and then said, go find water, kids, or something. I don't know. Just something ridiculous. I bet the Joburg Water executives are chilling somewhere with a secret stash of Perrier and Fiji bottles, laughing at the rest of us peasants. Meanwhile, I'm out here rationing my last bottle of Sprite like it's liquid gold. But yeah, it's just a little bit of some Sprite in here. Living without water is like trying to drive a Lamborghini with no fuel. You look like a king, yeah, but you're gonna be stuck in the driveway. It's useless. It's like being a bodybuilder who can't find protein. You're out here lifting air, wondering why you're not growing. Here's where it gets real though. You don't think about toilets until you can't flush them. And let me tell you, by day 2, it will be a crisis. Because in the suburbs, people are out here Googling how to make a composting toilet. Meanwhile, in the hood, luckily where I'm not, it's every man for himself. I'm telling you, the real MVPs here are going to be the people with pit latrines. Suddenly, they will be living the dream. You ever try the if it's yellow, let it mellow rule? It's all fun and games until you walk into a bathroom that smells like a swamp with dead frogs. At this point, you'll be praying for rain. Not because the city needs water, but because your toilet does. This isn't just a crisis of it isn't just a crisis, it's a humbling experience, to be honest. Pardon my Greece. It's Mother Nature reminding us that no matter how much crypto we own or how many Bugattis we drive or whatever we may own, we're all just glorified plants. Without water, we're nothing. So day 1 without water and the office is a battlefield. And you've got co-workers eyeing the water cooler like it's the last loaf of bread during the apocalypse. Have you ever seen someone try to fill a 5-liter bottle from any of those tiny taps? It's chaos. And there's always that one person who takes way too much. Like, for example, Debbie, do you really need all those bottles? We're all thirsty here. And then you'll just have those silly arguments you don't want to be in. And then by lunchtime, the office will smell like a combination of desperation, despair, and unwashed armpits this time. And don't even think about using the bathroom because it's a biohazard zone now. But come on, guys, lighten up a little. We're South Africans, for gosh sakes. If there's anything we're good at, it's laughing through the pain, right, St. Peter? Right. Because it's Joburg water making Cape Town look like paradise since 2024. Or my personal favorite, if you're thirsty, just cry. Hydration through tears. The jokes keep us going. But you know what? Deep down, we all know we're all one bad decision away from losing it all completely. We're creative too, actually, speaking of being funny. When the water cuts hit, you'll see people coming up with the wildest solutions. One guy is out here trying to collect dew from the grass in the morning. I saw him through the window. And then a friend of mine was Googling how to desalinate water even though we are nowhere near the ocean. It was the most hilarious thing ever. And then there's always that one uncle who's like, back in my day, we used to drink from the river. All right, Uncle Jeff, but I'm not trying to catch cholera right now. Thank you very much, though. But you know me, right? I don't just sit around and complain. No, I make videos. I'm a man of action. I'm a man of my word. So I started brainstorming solutions like I always do. Number one, rain dance. I was 2 minutes away from bustling out a full rain dance in my backyard. I even Googled how to summon rain. And let me tell you, the results were not helpful. Not at all. Maybe I should ask Gogo Mloi. Apparently, I need a drum and some kind of ceremonial feather hat. Where am I supposed to find that in Joburg? Yeah, no. And then number two is stealing dew. I woke up at 5 a.m. today. I was also thinking when I saw that guy, must I also try and collect dew? But it's not as easy as it sounds because you'll end up with like 3 drops and then your neighbors will now think you're insane and you're doing witchcraft or something. Number 3 is the bottle hustle. I was this close to walking to the local store and buying every bottle of water they had. But then I realized this isn't Mad Max. I'm about to fight someone in the parking lot over a 6-pack of Aqua water. Because by the end of the day, you're questioning everything about yourself. After day 1, how did we get here? Why is this happening? Why didn't I listen to Summer? And most importantly, how am I going to survive another 9 full days of this if the 10 days is really true? But then you remember, you're South African. You've survived load shedding, Hunger Games and everything. You've survived potholes. You've survived the worst season of Rhythm City and Generations combined ever. You would not make other countries collapse, right? You could survive this. So you pour yourself a tiny glass of water, you take a sip and toast to the fact that you're still standing, right? Because if there's one thing South Africans know how to do, it's to adapt. But here's one thing. You've got to laugh about it, don't you? If you don't find humor in this struggle, I'm telling you, you will lose your mind. I started joking with my friends, saying to them on WhatsApp, hey, maybe this is the universe telling us to detox or something. Yeah, Joburg water just put the entire city into an involuntarily juice cleanse. Forget water. Let's just live off vibes and sunlight. No pun intended. And you know the memes are going to be fire. Someone's probably out there making a Joburg water starter pack meme. Right? 1 empty bottle, a dusty shower head, all that crazy things. Even a sad bowl of dry cereal. And of course, a single tear rolling down your cheek. Look, it's day 1. And we've got to stay strong. This is a test. This is Joburg Hunger Games, and I refuse to lose. Day 1 without water is about resilience, and it's about proving to yourself that you don't need basic necessities to thrive. So if you can survive this, then you can survive anything. Take that from me. Someone who survived getting less than 6 subscribers this week despite the content I make every day. So we must have determination and probably some seriously questionable hygiene. Be a Spartan. Embrace the struggle. You think the soldiers, you think your forefathers had the ability to shower every day? Huh? You think the Khoikhoi could shower every day? So here we are in day 1. I don't know how long this will last, but I do know one thing. I am not going down without a fight. Joburg water can take my taps, but they cannot take my spirit. So to all of you out there struggling, just stay strong. Okay, stay hydrated mentally, if not physically. And remember, when this is all over, we'll have the most epic showers of our lives. Right? Until then, just survive, one dusty, dehydrated day at a time. And if you watched until this part of the video, I want to talk about what's coming because day 2 is when the real madness begins. People start bartering for water like it's currency. I'll trade you 2 rolls of toilet paper for a liter of water. And that is just crazy. Shower time? Forget it. You're out here doing bucket and sponge technique like it's the Victorian era. And that's not, and I don't want to even talk about the laundry because by day 3, everyone in Joburg will be wearing the same outfit and it's going to be awfully noticeable and we're all just going to have to accept it. But hey, at least we've got some humor, right? And the memes, like I said earlier. And at least we know that no matter how bad things get, we'll survive because that's what we do. No matter what they give us, no matter how many experiments they do to us. So here's to Joburg Water, the underworld warlords of the year. And thank you once again for bringing the annual event we all know and love very much, the Thirst Games. But next time, maybe just keep the taps on. Peace.